Good morning, friends. In design of 2A slab, we had seen the design steps. The same steps we are going to adopt as adopted for one-way slab, as for cantilever slab, and same steps for two-way slab. Only the difference for design of two-way slab is that we are going to calculate the moments along both the directions, that is x and along y direction, and we have to calculate the steel area along x direction and along y direction using the same formula which are adopted in one way or cantilever slab. So on the basis of this, you have to maintain the regular notes of these design steps. That is, one side there is a one-way slab, in middle there is a cantilever slab, and last there is a two-way slab. You write down all the steps. That is step number 1 to calculate the if assumed depth. Likewise, in each three para you have to formulate all these things and you study on it. So we'll start a first problem on design of two-way slab. So we'll start with problem number 1. Design a simply supported two-way slab. See here in problem they have given directly to design a two-way slab, but if they are not mentioned, that is you have to design a two-way slab, you can go through the ratio as Ly by Lx. Ly is the longer span and Lx is the shorter span. If the ratio of Ly upon Lx is less than 2, then we have to design a two-way slab, and if it is greater than 2, we have to design it as a one-way slab. So the ratio Ly, that is 4.8, Lx 4, this ratio comes less than 2, so this slab is a two-way slab. And these span, that is Ly and Lx, these are given as effective, so no need to calculate the effective lengths, that is Lx and Ly we can take directly, that is Ly 4.8 and Lx as 4 meter, and these are given as effective subjected to UDL. See, in last problems or in one way or two way cantilever problems, the load is given in the terms of floor finish, in terms of live load, but here the load is given in terms of UDL, uniformly distributed load, that is 5 kilonewton per meter square. So remember this one, inclusive of self weight. It includes this live load. This UDL includes the self weight of beam. Use M20 and Fe415, that is FCK 20 Newton per mm square and Fy 415 Newton per mm square. Draw reinforcement details. Check for shear may not be given, so it is not required for slabs. Take alpha x as 0.084 and alpha y 0.059. These are the bending coefficients. They are also given. So this is the given data, that is 4.8 into 4 meter is the effective two-way slab we have to design. W is equal to 5 kilonewton per meter square inclusive of self weight. FCK 20 Newton per mm square. Fy 415 Newton per mm square. Alpha x 0.084, alpha y 0.059, and for Fe 415 ME limiting is 0.138 FCK square. This is the UDL 5 kilonewton per meter. This is the UDL load we have given in the problem. So first step is estimation of slab thickness. As I told in first lecture of design of two-way slab in design steps, You can calculate in the same formula using for design of slab for one-way slab, that D is equal to span of 120 into MF, and this MF is taken from the percentage of steel, and this is 1.4. It also given, or you can take it as 1.4. That D assumed, this D is effective depth, and this effective depth assumed is 142.86 mm. Or you can directly assume, while solving the problem without using this formula, you can directly assume this effective depth in the range of 100 to 150 mm for two-way slab. For one-way slab, you can assume it from 100 to 150 mm, and for cantilever, you can assume it as 50 mm to 75 mm. This is the thumb rule. So say this effective depth 150 mm, assume modification factor as 1.4 since it is not given in the problem. Now assuming 10 mm diameter bars and cover 20 mm, the overall depth D is calculated as 175 mm. Then effective span, Lx is given as 4 meter, that is 4000 mm. Ly is given as 4.8 meter, that is 4800 mm. Considering 1 meter wide strip, load W is given as 5 kN per meter, that is 5 into 1 meter width, 1 meter its unit weight, that is 5 kN per meter. Therefore factored load 1.5 into 5. See here, this is the total UDL, not kilonewton per meter square. It is 5 kilonewton per meter. This is the UDL. That is the total load is given. That is addition of live load, addition of dead load, addition of floor finish. That total load is given as 5 kilonewton per meter. This is 1 meter width, and considering 1 meter length of the slab, we can consider the total load acting on the slab as 5 kilonewton per meter. Therefore factored load, that is using factor of safety 1.5 into 5, that is 7.5 kilonewton per meter. Then factor bending moment. This bending moment is calculated along x direction, also along y direction, since the main steel is provided along both the direction, that is along x direction and along y direction. And for that, the coefficients are given as alpha x 0.084, alpha y 0.059. So the bending moment along x direction, that is factored bending moment, mxd is equal to alpha x into factored load into span along x direction into its square, that is 0.0 alpha x w lx square. Here x square is missing, and moment along y direction alpha y into wd into ly square. So see here, here is lx square, here is again lx square, not ly square. Always consider the shorter span while calculating the moment along x direction. While calculating moment along y direction, only change in coefficients, that is alpha x and alpha y. This factored load is same, only you have to consider the span along x direction, that is square. Square is missing here, lx square, that is lx effective along x direction. So the total moment along x direction is 10.08 km and along y direction 7.08 km. So while designing, you have to consider the maximum bending moment among these two bending moments, that is moment along x direction, moment along y direction. The moment along x direction is more, that is 10.08. So while designing the depth, you have to consider the moment along x direction. So calculation of effective depth for slab, that is equating mu is equal to mu limiting, that is mu limiting is 0.138 fck bd square, that is md is 10.08, that is maximum moment into 10 raised to 6. It is in kilonewton meter, so convert it in Newton mm, that is into 10 raised to 6. Therefore after calculation, d required is 60.43 mm. So we have provided, that is d we have assumed as 150 mm, but actually required is 60.43 mm. Hence okay. Now calculation of steel area. In design steps, adds told you that while calculating the steel area, you go through the neutral axis formula or directly use these formulas. So you can use directly these formulas because these formula for calculation of steel we had used in one-way slab in cantilever. So you again use in two-way slab, that is steel along x direction, 0.5 fck upon fy into bracket 1 minus under root of 1 minus 4.6 moment along x direction upon fck bd square bracket will be b into d. Put all the values here and calculate the steel along x direction. Then its spacing. Using 8 diameter bars, spacing required is the minimum of following, that is spacing along x direction, width into area of one steel bar divided by total area of steel, or 3D or 300 whichever is minimum. So minimum is 260 so use the spacing of main steel bar as 260 center to center. Then area and spacing of distribution steel, not distribution steel but it is the secondary steel, because in two-way slab both steel are main steel, but this steel, since it is a main steel, you are providing below the main steel, that is belong along the longer span, its diameter is main diameter, so you have to consider here d is taken for calculation of main steel in steel along x direction, but you have to consider here it as a d dash, this depth as d dash, considering the depth of the bar which is provided below the main steel. So a steel along y direction, same formula, 0.5 fck upon fy into bracket 1 minus under 1 minus 4.6 moment along y. See, in while calculating the steel along x direction we are considering mx, but while calculating steel along y direction you have to consider my, moment along y direction. fck b d dash is here, bracket b into d dash, where d dash is equal to d minus 5, that is diameter of main steel bar, 150 minus 8, that is 142 you have to consider, that is the effective depth. So this steel along y direction is 141.07 square and minimum steel required is 210 square. We have provided 140 so ASTX calculated is very less. Take AST along x and AST along y as 210 square. Then spacing of this bar, using 8 diameter bars, spacing of following, that is spacing along y direction, width into area of one steel bar divided by total AST, minimum AST, and this spacing is 239.30 say 230 center to center, which should be less than 3D or 300 hence it is okay. So provide 8 diameter bars about 230 center to center in both direction. So this is the reinforcement details. This is the main steel bar. These are also main steel provided in the two-way slab. Thank you.